All right.
Not needed.
The warm slide I feel really guilty about because I didn't know what it was.
I like that part. I thought that was really interesting.
Oh,
very descriptive. That was
I don't
right
know what
on
the warm
target.
slide
That
was.
was great.
Yeah, and so
I was just like, I was
not
stuck
knowing
there.
I got
going,
pregnant. That's
she
embarrassing.
doesn't know how she got pregnant? Wait a minute. How do you not know how you got pregnant?
I didn't even know I was pregnant. And Nella Abel, she was one of my baton throwers, and she'll tell
my
you.
big question, TJ,
No clue.
was why you didn't keep your legs closed. You had 3 more. You didn't learn. You didn't run for the hills.
I didn't know what caused them. I didn't know it. I don't know. They tried to give me a birth control pill. It didn't work. I don't know. I got one in the beginning. I don't know. Maybe they were just creating them. I don't know. It was 60. I don't know. But I'm glad I wouldn't give anything for. I mean, the kids, they were great. I loved them and all that. They didn't make sense, but but you're right. Now, Debra's right though. It doesn't make any sense. So it's never. That's why I can't tell my story. Every bunch of stuff happens all together, and then maybe nothing happens, and it all happens, and it doesn't make sense. So who cares? But you care about the Roswell stuff, and that's sort of what I was writing for. At that time, I thought it was important because it wasn't out yet. So I felt like it wasn't.
Well,
I didn't know it was
you're not
going to
get the details unless you do you've got to do your family of origin work and let these triggers go. And it's like peeling an onion. You've got your so full defenses and inner critics, and you can't even let somebody talk without talking over them. So this is all indicators of your trauma. And I love you, TJ. I really do.
I know, but
I'm going to go because we need to stop this show.
But think about the radio, Janet. Are we supposed to be doing it on live radio where they can hear it in every friggin' country in the world?
We're doing it on live radio because we're showing an example of how your story is a human story, is everybody else's story, right? There's nothing new.
Yeah.
Nothing new in the human experience. Go ahead. Who's talking?
I guess.
Okay, TJ, we got to wrap this up.
All right, so y'all are going to really show up and do this. Y'all putting a new script on the radio.
I'll show up and do it. TJ.
I'll show up.
I think when you hear all of our stories, it'll make you understand how all of our dots are connected.
Okay. All right.
Because TJ, my story is just as crazy as yours.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. That'll be. But you're willing to do it free online. I'm recording it on TJ Murphy.
Absolutely.
Recording on Aquarium. It's going on Spotify, iTunes. I mean,
girl, yes.
Me too.
Apple.
TJ, my life is an open book.
Debra.
TJ, my life is an open book. I am very transparent about who I am and my past.
Well, I didn't know I was this transparent.
No, you're not transparent. That's the point.
I thought
this
I was.
The first time
good job.
We've gotten the story in a way that it makes sense, that we can connect the dots. It's making sense. It may not be making sense to you, but let me tell you something. It's making sense to all of us.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure that, someday I'll be going, I meant to do that. Yeah, I knew exactly what I was saying. I don't. I just blah. I just say whatever, So, but y'all are going to do it too. It's impromptu. It's not scripted, right? This is all just
right.
What is this called? Live radio? We're like a virtual reality show, or what do they call us? Reality show. We're reality radio. We got to come up with something. We're doing this is real life.
This is reality radio.
You have a very important story, TJ. You have a very historical story.
Yeah, well, some people may not like it. I may be sued the rest of my life. I don't know.
That's okay. I think it's time to end the show. I'm gonna play a song to end it. Final words, Suzanne. Do you have final words?
No, I'm just happy to be here.
Anything you want to say?
She can come
We're
back.
very happy.
I think everybody's coming back.
Suzanne, we would not have made this level of progress had not you been here, Suzanne.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
absolutely.
It was like beating my head against the wall, the TJ wall for since 2012. So you're really, really helping us make progress, and I'm very appreciative of you. I'm trying to find some good music. Okay, I'm going to play a song that won't get bounced. It's called Sanctuary by my friend Jaya Earthchild, who's living in Australia. So I want us all to say aloha at the same time. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Aloha.
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 Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Aloha. 1, 2, 3. Aloha. Come on, you're not very Hawaiian.
Aloha.
Okay. If anybody in Hawaii says aloha at the same time, let's try one more time. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Aloha.
Aloha.
You guys got it.
All right.
Okay.
So,
bye.
I've got
Thank
Saturday
you.
and
See you on
Sunday
Friday.
to fill too. Oh, you're not going to show up till Friday. All right. Let me do Blog Talk.
Oh, the heroes and the heroines, the masters of time, have all come together to close the trail of crime.
Okay.
Theresa.
Who's 917-538? Who's that?
I have no idea.
They're live. Are y'all listening? Wasn't anything. Yeah, you're here, Jan. I mean, you're here. Somebody's here.
Yeah.
Somebody's with us.
Theresa, it's me. I'm right here.
Well, who's 917?
I have no idea.
Maybe they're just listening. Yeah, this my show says alien civilizations exist. It wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you and I, we had no clue what we were doing. I thought it was, anyway. So what do you think? We're still being recorded, but somebody else is still here.
So the story is a story about how you ended up in the position that you ended up in. So, and the thing was, which you went to that place yourself, Theresa. When we have the questions and we take you through the memories, you went to that place of uncovering the memories, and I could see you doing it, and so I simply guided you to the memories that were associated with that experience. And when you listen to the show again, you'll understand it. But you went to those memories. Nobody.
It's like you see like a TV show or something in your mind, and you go back to that time. But
right.
Process. But I don't get the. I don't feel like I'm in control of my own radio show. But I put something up, and it's nothing like that. But Janet came on and did the hot seat thing, or whatever she calls it. But is that a process you learned?
I learned something else. I don't call it the hot seat. I call it something else. But here's the great benefit of it. First of all, you have to understand that you chose those memories. You chose to do those memories, and you wouldn't have accessed those memories unless they were important and you were safe with them. So that's the first piece you have to really, I can't make you get those memories and talk about that. You have to actually do that. You have to actually, so how was the foundation laid in your life that made it possible that you went through the things that you went through and that you ended up where you ended up? So it is your show, and those are your memories, and this is your process. And before we got on to the phone with Janet, you wanted me to be able to become friends with Janet. And so now Janet saw me work. She saw how I work, and now she trusts me. She doesn't distrust me. Right?
Yeah.
But she couldn't have seen my work unless she actually had a place where she wanted to go and discuss your material. So here's Janet's theory is that somehow or another you were brought into the government to do the work you were brought in to do. And the question is how does something like that happen? And when you went through all of the memories, you remembered things you had forgotten. And you took and you looked at things, you said, oh, my God, I've never thought about that. I never looked at that. And that's what it is. These are your memories. You're in control of them, and nobody could make you bring them up. You choose to bring them up. If you didn't like me or trust me, you wouldn't have brought those memories up.
But is it not supposed to be on a radio show like that? I mean, this is a radio show. I thought we were doing a radio show.
But other people listening to it will feel their memories that are held in the same way. They'll be able to make sense of other parts of their life where people thought they made it up, they were crazy, that couldn't have happened. They receive a lot of validation out of hearing your story.
I guess. Well,
but if
we're going to have haters. I'm just not looking forward to the haters, but are the people that remember me, and oh God! But
you don't have to publish this. You don't have to archive it. You can just take what aired tonight. You don't have to publish the archives. That's up to you.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you don't want anybody else to hear it, you don't have to give it to anybody.
It's sort of not, because I've got it hooked up where it's automatic. I can just pay money, and it goes wherever it goes. So it's I'd have to cancel everything off of my cards. I don't know how to do that. I'd have to end my cards at the bank account. You know how it's really a lot of trouble to end all of this? You know what I'm saying? You just don't pay for it, but it automatically gets in the system. I don't do anything. I can push a F for, social media or Twitter or all that, but I recorded it. It's on Blog Talk now, but it says alien civilizations exist. Has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
It does, because people don't understand how, because that's the great theory.
We didn't discuss anything of the future. Are working with the government or with Tom or contracts or under.
We talked about the whole conspiracy of how the government spots talent, grooms the talent, and then puts that piece of talent into a place where they make the changes. So, yes.
Well, maybe you can help me write an explanation, because I think if we're going to do a weekly show, if we do it, it's nothing like what I put up. Can we go back and on the blog, the one you and I got, that psychic channel maybe, and put this episode? I can't rewrite it. They won't let me. These companies are getting really funny. They won't let me go in and change it. It all goes out there the way it goes. You can go do it, but it just takes a lot of time on each one for the, like wherever they're at. Spreaker, Lisbon, iTunes. They all pick up their own stuff wherever they pick it up. I think mine is Stitcher and Spreaker are the main distributors, I think. But I don't know what's going to happen. But I think I think it's going to be. Now maybe I'm wrong. All of us are going to tell our stories together. Is that what you I'm wrong.
No,
are we going to do this weekly?
Each one of us is going to tell our story of how we ended up in the position that we're at today. And the question is how did it happen in such a way? And then each of us, when we first introduced ourselves, each of us found an area where the other person had something in common. Each person had an area or an individual and a cross-section of work. So we've already crossed paths with each other in many ways, but we just didn't know it. And so when we go through this story...
like that Debra, that blows my mind that she knows what I'm talking about. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. So it freaks me out. So... and Karen's in Dallas where I met my husband, but she knew some people that Janet and I knew. But I'm sure there's a point to all this. So I like the idea where they said I got Demi Moore in Flawless sitting there. She's got makeup on, but they take the makeup off and she goes back in time because she's been in prison 40 years. So I sort of got that. That's what we're trying to do, right? We're all sitting in a restaurant or something. We've never even met. I've never met you in person. I've never met Karen in person. I've never met Debra. But we finally all come together and we meet. And then
that's right.
We already know our stories or something.
Right. We've already met. We've also already crossed paths, but we just don't know it. And so now we're sitting down and we're